What's up, guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Bloodborne. In the previous episode, we finished the DLC, we beat Orphan of Kos, and I was trying to get a trophy. I did have to show you guys. The only thing I missed, because you don't get it in the world, is you do have to get, because I think you have to own all of the weapons for it to count as having them. I just had to buy the piercing rifle right here for 20,000 echoes, and that is basically what got me the trophy. So I do have the trophy now for all the old hunter weapons, so if you're missing an old hunter weapon and you think you're like, wow, I should have had the trophy, I got all of them, it's just you got one of the badges to get it, you just have to buy that weapon. So first thing we're going to do, as you'll see, I did grind for some echoes for the last time because I wanted it to be just an even level. We're 120, which is a bit way too much, but it's okay. So we'll get our skill up to 50, get to 55, and you can see, look at the right hand attack. So with the Rakuyo, it goes 475 to 479 with 1 point, and then another one to 482. So you can see it definitely scales way more with skill. So 555 with our right hand attack, weapon 1. So we get to 50, we're at level 120, we're good to go. We now have 60 insight. We could go buy another blood rock.
Farewell.
So that we could level up our gun, maybe get it to plus 10. Not that it really matters. I don't think it gives you any extra like ability to have an extra rune or anything like that, but we could go check what we have, because like I said, this is going to be the end of the regular game, because like I said, we were going to do all of the Chalice Dungeons before we did the final bosses, but I decided against that. We'll just do it in New Game Plus, because like I said, they're a grind and they're higher than end game level anyway. They are like about 120-ish level, so we'd be about on the level. So we're not gonna like grind super hard or anything like that. But anyway, I do want to check. We got the pistol, yeah, it just has the 1, so we have the 21%. I don't think we're gonna get anything higher than 21%. So yeah, no. So we do have the blood attack up 21, so like I said, there's not a whole lot more we can get. We could get our blood tinge scaling up higher, but again, that doesn't do a whole lot for us. And these physical attacks up don't match the blood attack. So this one is close because it's blood attack and physical attack, but just the 21% that we have is just so insane with this damp blood tinge gem that we're not going to get really anything better than that. So okay, so we can go through that. I think we will buy a blood rock in the DLC and buy the Chikage just for fun, just so I can fuck around with the Chikage. But anyway, we can talk to the doll and finally listen to what she has to say.
Gehrman awaits you at the foot of the great tree. Go on, good hunter.
Alright, we can talk to her again.
Good hunter, your presence somehow soothes. I sense the ancient echoes. They course your veins.
Alright.
Farewell, good
We find your worth in the waking world. Alright, so well, let's just, without further ado, go to this place that we haven't been to yet. And come back here and see a nice little bunch of, like, they kind of look like the Undertaker sign. Obviously, it doesn't have the full X, but they're like the little crosses with a bunch of graveyards. I've never really looked back here to see if you can, like, interact with anything back here. I'm assuming not. But, you know, you never know. No, I don't really see anything back here that we can interact with, so okay. So you can see at the foot of the great tree, there's the great tree with the moon. The moon looks like it's got like fuzz on it to the left. I never really noticed that. Anyway, we come talk to Gehrman, because that's all that we have left to do.
Good hunter, you've done well. The night is near its end. Now, I will show you mercy. You will die, forget the dream, and awake under the morning sun. You will be freed from this terrible hunter's dream.
So I think that this is the best ending. You can submit your life. They'll have a little cutscene. Gehrman will slice your head off, and like he said, you will wake up. And I don't know if you forget the dream, but it kind of looks like that. So that's what happens if you do submit your life. But We have one thing left to do before that. I kind of almost forgot, and I'm glad that I didn't. That could have been bad. We have to eat the 3 1/3 of umbilical cords. So let's go ahead and use that. You get 3 insight for each one of these. Use it again. Get up to 66. And then use it again. We're gonna have 69. That's funny. I'm a 12-year-old. And use the third one. Now we've used 3 1/3 of umbilical cords. Now we can talk to him.
Good hunt now, you will die. You will from this.
So anyway, again, submit your life. He'll slice your head off with this cool weapon. And then that will be the end of the game. That's the ending percent because it's the fastest. You don't have to do anything. But what we are going to do is refuse just because we get more boss fights out of it. So let's refuse. Even though I think the other 2 are the worst endings. The second one is the medium ending. I would say it's not terrible, but it depends on how much you've listened to Gehrman. And the third I think is awful, but it also has the most to do. So we'll refuse, and I'll get into the endings at the end.
Dear, oh dear. What was it? The hunt? The blood? Or the horrible dream? Oh, it doesn't matter. It always comes down to the hunter's helper to clean up after these sorts of messes. Tonight, Gehrman joins the hunt.
Alright, so we have to fight Gehrman. There we go. He is easy to get some parries on. I don't want to say easy, but he's not the most difficult. At least in the first phase. But he is a hunter, he will shoot us. So when he does that, I think you can get a backstab if you time it right. I don't know what this weapon, what this attack is, to be honest. You tried to get me there. Okay. You got me, big Gehrman. Well, you almost got me. He has like permanent, there we go. The night and dream were long, and then we want to save immediately at bolt paper. Oh, it didn't count. Bolt paper. We get the old hunter badge. And now because we ate the umbilical cords, we get this cool cutscene. And now we get to fight the moon presence because we ate the 3 umbilical cords. Oh shit. Well, Moon Presence got us. I find dodging into Moon Presence works better. But that's crazy, we died. But anyway, Gehrman almost got us too, because I forget when he gets in that like aura around him mode, every shot that he hits, unless you dodge, is like a parry. So that is unfortunate. We died to Moon Presence. So basically, like I said, the first ending, Gehrman cuts your head off. You awaken from the dream. The second ending is you beat Gehrman, and then Moon Presence comes and does that thing where it grabs you and like eats you or whatever, basically. And then it accepts you, and you become the new Gehrman. You go in a wheelchair, the doll pushes you around and all that. Now you're Gehrman. Now this third ending is this. So let's use our last bolt paper. And let's try not to die to this guy this time, huh? So that's one, when he hits you like this, you want to make sure that you just come up and hit him, because you actually just get a lot of your health back, and you get free damage. I can't really see where I am. Let's heal. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what this attack is. I don't think I've ever seen that attack in my life. Again, he hits you with that eye attack. And you just want to make sure you just blast on him. And we have beaten Moon Presence. The nightmare is slain. We can't heal up, Dan. But that is the end.
Are you cold? Oh, good hunter.
And there it is, Hidetaka Miyazaki. We are now a slug, or like a baby great one. So that's the ending if you beat Moon Presence. I don't explain these fights the best because some of them I don't really even know. Gehrman, we're over leveled for them. We're chunking them. But the biggest thing about Moon Presence, I find, is again kind of same or similar to Orphan. Dodging into them works best because they do a bunch of damage. And make sure you just do it multiple times, because you just got to pay attention to how many times they're going to attack. I just was kind of being greedy and trying to hit more times than I probably should have. But yeah, that is Bloodborne, ladies and gentlemen. Now all we have left are the Chalice Dungeons, and I do want to do a video for each Chalice Dungeon. That's kind of the reason why, because I'm going to do the full thing. You don't need to do the full Chalice Dungeons for all of it to get the platinum or get to the final like mega boss or whatever, the Chalice Dungeon final boss. This is very loud music, by the way, but you don't need to do them all to get there. But this is definitely going to like cut me off. I might have to like make this part specifically like a third track or something in the recording and turn it down more compared to the rest of the game, but we'll see how it turns out, post-production, all that fun stuff. But anyway, Bloodborne is a fantastic game. I believe I did everything. I didn't get every item, but I got everything that would have gotten you the platinum trophy, because the weapon you would need is a burial blade after you beat Gehrman. So once you load it up and went to New Game Plus, you would have all the weapons, and you would get it, as far as I know. Because I'm pretty sure that's how I did it, because I didn't do any like save scum. I beat the game, did the any percent ending, which would be Gehrman cutting your head off. And I didn't know about the umbilical cords. I refused my first ending, so I got the one where you basically turn into Gehrman. And then, like I said, the third ending, you are essentially a great one now, because the Moon Presence is a great one. Because if you don't eat the umbilical cords, because they're umbilical cords of a great one, that's why he's like disgusted when he tries to like eat you, basically. he's like, hey, yo, wait a second here. And then he's just like, yeah, get the fuck away from me. You ate the umbilical cords of my babies. So fuck you. So there's kind of that. But again, the endings are kind of convoluted. If you want to actually know what happened in the game, watch I think it's Vaddy videos. Watch him, because he explains it way more and has more receipts about what actually happened. Same with like Orphan and stuff like that. I think he did like an update with the DLC and all that, or I think he did it after the DLC. I'm not 100% sure, but that's where you can get like the in-depth actual knowledge of the endings. But for me, basically, it's just he's a moon presence is a great one. You ate the great one umbilical cord, so he's like, what the fuck, you weirdo? Well, you'd like smash him in your hand or whatever, so maybe you killed the great one umbilical cords, who knows? And he's like, what the fuck? Fuck you, bro. Sonny kills you. He tries to kill you. So you have to fight him. Whereas if you didn't do that and you just fought and killed Gehrman, basically the moon presence, you're captivated by the moon presence, and it's like, I think the trophy's even called like captivating essence or something like that. And then you basically become Gehrman, which sucks because you can hear Gehrman, all the shit that he goes through when you go and talk to him, where he's like, no, I don't want to be like this, what the hell? And all that shit. So, as you guys know, I usually like to sit through the credits of games that I play and I beat, because it gives me time to talk about the game. So, whether it's a stream game, whether it's a Let's Play game. But this isn't the end of the Let's Play, it is the end of, you know, the game itself, beating the game. And at the end we'll reawaken basically, and you basically start the game over as soon as you finish it. You get New Game Plus. Like, there's no, hey, try to go to New Game Plus. It's like, no, you're in New Game Plus now. So we'll basically just run to the first lantern, and then we'll probably call it quits in the Hunter's Dream, because that's where you guys will see me next. I do want to know if we get our echoes back, the 3,000 that when we beat Moon Presence at, because it looked like it gave us like 300,000. That'd be a lot for beating him, but I guess it would set you up well for New Game Plus if you weren't leveling like me, because like even me, I'll get like 2 or 3 levels off of that, whereas other people would probably get, like, if they're at like 60,000, they might get even like 5 levels to set them up for New Game Plus. So, but yeah, man, Bloodborne is one of my top 5-10 games. It's such a great game. It's the best FromSoft game in my opinion. Right now I'm obviously currently playing Elden Ring, and I am having a good time with it. But I still think Bloodborne is a better game. The fast-paced action of it just seems a little bit better. Not to say Elden Ring's slow, it's just the dashing and dodging makes it feel faster. And just the tempo of, like, you can lifesteal some health back. Like, they encourage you when you get hit to just hit back to get some of your health back. So, like, that Moon Presence, he does the, like, hold his head and does the big old, like, flash to get you to 1 health. But then it sits there for 5-10 seconds, and you can wail on it and get your health back. And if you know that kind of stuff, you don't get your full health back. But you saw I got like a good half, maybe even more than half, maybe like 60% of it back. So, especially if you're lower level, you'd get even more back. So, I also don't think I put my runes back on when I did, because I did the beginning. I did the that would have helped me not die, the 4% and the extra health and stamina. I just realized I didn't put those back on, so we were having runes of getting extra echoes, which actually was probably good for, it gave us extra echoes for beating the boss probably. But yeah, so if I were to say which ending I think is the best, it's obviously the any percent one. Gehrman takes you out of the dream. They basically used you to, this is gonna be the end of the credits, to win the fight, or to destroy the nightmare. They basically use you to destroy the nightmare, get rid of Wet Nurse, all that stuff, and then he slices your head off and he sits around still.
Good.
So now you can see it basically starts over. All signed and sealed. You wake up with all of your items, all your hunter's gear, just chilling in here. So there we go, we have all of our current items. We can use our Rakuyo. I didn't see what the transform attack for this is. Oh, that's pretty cool. But anyway, so now this is where we are. But like I said, I think the best ending of this game is 100% the Gehrman killing you one, because then you basically, they used you to destroy all the bad things in the dream, and then you come back and now you're just you destroyed the nightmare because it says nightmare slain. So you came back. You can see even half. Like this is how much more health things have. So yeah, we have 362,000 blood echoes. So pretty good. These things will still be blood vials, but if there's ever a key item, you get different items. I don't really know how that works, but if there's ever like a key item that you would get here instead of like a Molotov or bullets or whatever else, it becomes just a it becomes like a madman's knowledge or something like that. Now we have 83 insight. That's crazy. So that means we got like what, 14 from beating the game. So you can see all the items are still here, blood vials, etc., stuff like that. But if it's, like I said, if it's a key item, let's see, we still two-shot these guys. They just kind of scale with us. So these will still be blood vials. Back here will still be the Molotovs. Ooh, we one-shot that guy. And that guy. Get some Molotovs. So, but now you get 1,000 echoes for them. Pull this down. Like I said, we're just gonna end up in the Hunter's Dream. We'll wake up, the doll will be there. And we can go do that. We can level up too real quick. Maybe I want to see what 365,000 echoes gets us now. Oh, Cleric Beast. So yeah, basically now it's just a harder game. We can come back here, talk to Gilbert. He'll still say the same stuff. He'll still give you the same things. So it's always a good idea to talk to people still, if you're trying to look into actually playing New Game Plus. Return to the Hunter's Dream. Because we are now a great one, or something like that. The shit is pretty insane. It's pretty cool. So now we can go through this. Okay, so the doll isn't back. So now you can come here and you can get whatever other weapon you want. Let's get the threaded cane. And we can get the Hunter Thunder or Blunderbuss. You come up here and you can talk to Gehrman.
Well, you just get...
Yeah, just do it normal. Just do what hunters do. So we have the air rune. I think we're gonna go back. I think we'll keep the echoes one though, just for fun. Just do more stamina, more echoes, and then we could do boost rally potential is pretty good too. Physical damage reduction, or we could just do both. Get more blood echoes. Again, it doesn't really matter. But we can come through here and we actually can't level up, that's right. So as you can see, everything is blocked out again. We can't just go wherever we want. Good old New Game Plus for us. So I guess you won't really see what levels we're at. Before we go to the next Chalice Dungeon, I will show you like what our levels are at and all that fun stuff. But I mean, I could take you to the beginning of New Game Plus. I don't really know if it's really anything we need to do, because we're only at like 20 minutes of this video. Sure, we can go through New Game Plus and kind of just show, I guess, a little bit of the differences. Maybe we go all the way to Cleric Beast and try to fight Cleric Beast in New Game Plus. I don't know how that's gonna work. I know it does like more damage. Maybe we'll go all the way and get a Beast Blood pellet. Do a quick run through here and clear everything up. Just for some extra time. Or just go back and fight some people to level up. We still one-shot that guy. One-shot that guy, so that's nice. I don't know how much damage they do. So we do still one-shot a lot of people around here. So we could go get 3,000 total there. We could go for our biggest nemesis back here, the guy who always fucks us up. See if we can get killed by him one more time. Okay, so we like we like hit him 3 times, we kill him still. Get some blood vials. Okay. So he's not really that big of a nemesis. So it's still, like I said, it is New Game Plus, but we still do a good amount of damage. So get some blood vials. Because I've really never played New Game Plus too. That's also kind of the reason why I was like, you know what? Why not just go through New Game Plus? Get some more Molotovs, hell yeah. Now I was like, and play a little bit of New Game Plus before we do. Before we go on. Oh, I tried to fuck up your ambush, bro. Bloodstone shards. So we still do get bloodstone shards too. So I don't know what items. I know there's items like if you pick up like key items that will get swapped out to other things. So I still do a basically normal amount of damage compared to your like health bar. So it's not like you get one shot by regular enemies or anything, so. So that's good to know at least. Go up here, get some more cold blood, do. But yeah, a lot of stuff will get replaced by cold blood. That's what I was trying to say, that it gets replaced. You do get a lot of cold blood instead of like key items. We kind of just stand here and just destroy them all still. I mean, we kind of did this at the beginning too. Like if they ganged up on you, they could hit you. We have like the hunter armor now, so it's like. It's nothing too disturbing. But that is good old New Game Plus for you guys. Just shoot him down and then fuck him up. Get some blood vials. We need those to heal back up. But yeah, this is just New Game Plus. It's just, like I said, essentially the same thing. You get some more echoes out of it. I don't know how the diminishing returns work on echoes. I do know as far as like damage. I guess we'll go through and fight Cleric Beast, see if we can beat Cleric Beast. We'll use a pellet. Do we have fire paper? We do. So we can use a Beast Blood pellet and some fire paper. Just for the funsies. Bloodstone shard back here. Nice. Oh, summon Father Gascoigne. So if we run up on this guy quick enough, we can just backstab him. Didn't know that was a thing. Get a Molotov cocktail. Search the corpse. So I think this is where you get the torch. No, you still get all the weapons too. The weapons stay the same too. So now we just get 2 torches, so we can sell one. So you can summon Father Gascoigne. There's new summons in New Game Plus, I guess, huh? Didn't know that was a thing. Get some more oil urns. I could try to show off the oil urn thing I was trying to show off last time with Father Gascoigne. Or not Father Gascoigne, excuse me, with Cleric Beast, where I tried to show, hey, you can throw an oil urn at it, and then after the oil urn, you can you can burn them more and do more damage. Damn, we got all of them with the R101. That's crazy. But I tried to show that off in the Let's Play, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so just because we're New Game Plus, we can't just, like, play in their face and do whatever the fuck we want. But we can still kill them. You get 4,000 echoes now. It's actually pretty good. I mean, this is with the extra runes on for extra echoes, so... I probably would like to have the damage resistance on still. Hey, I didn't know you could. I think I did that in the Let's Play too, earlier. Early in the game, I like accidentally parried that attack, and I think I said the same thing. I didn't know you could parry that attack. Well, you can, I guess. Get some blood vials. Okay, well, we'll just go through, see what happens with Cleric Beast here. Alright, we fucked it up. So how many echoes do we get? We do get extra, obviously. 90,000, so that's probably like a whole level. Get some Quicksilver bullets. And there we go. That is... that is Cleric Beast. We have 500,000 echoes now. Fun times. Well, let's return to the Hunter's Dream. And now, since we beat the boss, the doll will be there. So yeah, this is just a bunch of extra stuff, guys. It's not really anything necessary. Obviously, I'm just kind of showing off things we could do. You come over here with your 60k now. I think it is what it costs. You can also buy the Burial Blade. So, trick weapon wielded by Gehrman, the first hunter, a masterpiece that divined the entire array of weapons crafted at the workshop. Its blade is forged with side right and said to have fallen from the heavens. Gehrman surely saw the hunt as a dirge of farewell, wishing only that his prey might rest in peace, never again to awaken to another harrowing nightmare. So there we go. And now we have our 526,000 echoes.
Hello, good hand. I am honorable, and
Yep.
you will twin.
Yes, yep, you can do all that. Let echoes become your strength. So yeah, we get 5 levels off of that. We can get 5 vitality. Or I was gonna say, so 56, so you can get levels and not even go up. With 5 points in strength, you go up 3 attack. With the Rikuyo, and with strength, it goes up only 2, but the Rikuyo you can see goes up a bit more because it scales even more. But I think we do a decent amount of damage. Maybe. We get some skill, right? No, let's do our vitality, get our vitality to 50, and then we can do more damage after that. So there we go, our 478,000 echoes. It now costs 100,000 echoes to go through.
Farewell.
But I do want to change up our runes, and then we'll say goodbye for the not for the last time, actually. For the last time in this like little playthrough. So we have stamina, more echoes. So maybe with these ones we take... Where was this? The health. HP 10, and we could get the more echoes. But I think I'm less worried about that, and we'll just do damage reduction 4. So we have stamina, damage reduction, boost max health. Cool. And then we still have the hunter rune on, right? Yep, for stamina recovery speed up. And there we go. See, that's how much the 10% is. And it actually gets even better the more stats you have. Because 10% of, you know, 1400 is more than 10% of 1300. So we get more health based on that. We're now level 125. And like I said, the next time when we come back, we will be doing more of the Chalice Dungeons. I'm probably going to fuck around and beat some bosses and some enemies just for fun. But we'll do the Chalice Dungeons. I'll do some off-screen stuff just for funsies. But the next time you see me, we'll be doing the next Chalice, which I think is... Because we did this one. This was the Thermian or whatever, right? This was the Central Thermu Chalice. And this is lower, right? Yep, so the next one we need to do is the not defiled. I mean, we can do the defiled, but we can't get the stuff for it yet. We need more Arcane Haze and Bastard Lauren. So what we need to do is go to the Ailing Lauren. We just need Cold Blood Flower Buds, and we can buy those. So we'll go to the Ailing Lauren. We'll do that Chalice Dungeon. Then we'll come back, and we'll do the Defiled Chalice. Then we'll do the Great Is Chalice. I think we actually need to do the Great Is to get into the Defiled Chalice. One of the two. But these are two we are going to do for sure. I might even look at doing the Hinter Tombs just for fun. They're only depth 2 now. But just to say that we did all of the chalices. So maybe I'll even start with the Hinter Tomb Chalice. We'll run through it because we'll one-shot everything. And because I just kind of want to show all of the fixed shared dungeons. And I think that that's just kind of cool. So they're not necessary. But I think maybe we'll start off. We'll do the Hinter Tombs. See what depths they are. If they're depths 2, this one's 2. So we do this one first. And then maybe do a 3. And then kind of go from there. Because like I said, I feel like it's pretty nice to show off all the chalices. Like, they're not necessary and they don't need to be done to get to final mega chalice boss. But, you know, you can get rid of the Hinter Tombs. There's only 6, but you have to then just, like, when you go through, you'd have to do this to, like, go through a new chalice. You just have to come through here and just remove the chalice. I think when you put it back, though, it's still, you can always go through. So yeah, maybe we'll do the Hinter Tombs. And then, yeah, so we'll run through that one. We might be able to do both of them in one episode, but we'll kind of see. But it'd probably be better even if they're shorter to dedicate them to one episode. Like, we could have just made this a shorter episode, but like I said, I wanted to kind of show off all the stuff, but show off New Game Plus a little bit, so. But anyways, like I said, in the next couple episodes, we'll be doing the rest of the Chalice Dungeons until we get to the final, like, kind of like, I don't want to say super boss, because I think she's basically on par with Gehrman and Moon Presence kind of thing, so I don't think it's a super boss by any means, but the final boss of the chalices, which would probably be your final trophy if you're trying to get the trophies. So yeah, that's what we'll do next time with all the Chalice Dungeons. So until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.